You don't have to look far to find someone, perhaps it's even you this morning, who is struggling with an Alzheimer's diagnosis, whether for you or someone that you know and love. The truth is, once that diagnosis hits, it affects everyone in that person's circle, and we want to talk about that a little bit this morning because thankfully there are a lot of people who want to help then in that walk. So for us this morning, that help comes in two forms. Alexis Hughes, who is with the Alzheimer's Association, proudly wearing her purple. Doug Malin, who is with Ascension Living in its multiple forms. So we'll talk Alexian Village this morning, but we can't talk about that and not mention the Valley residents also wearing your purple. So good to see you both.
Good morning.
So as I understand it, we're kind of catching this conversation early in a way. The walk that y'all do every year for Alzheimer's will come up in October.
That's correct. We got a new date of October 21st this year.
But the fundraising has begun.
Yes.
So, and Alexian is jumping in on that very proudly.
We, June 1st is when we kick off our fundraising, and it goes throughout the summer. We do a lot of different events on campus and off. A lot of it for us is just building spirit and getting motivation behind supporting the Alzheimer's Association. Our biggest event we do is the world's longest yard sale.
Yeah.
And last year it was the first time we did that. It's in August. And we accumulate things over time and we bring them up to the Alexian Inn and have a huge yard sale with events, and it turned out fantastic. So we're looking forward to that being even bigger and better. I think the biggest thing though is we just want to support the Alzheimer's Association and the research that they're doing, as well as trying to find whether it's treatment or a cure for this terrible debilitating disease.
I want to talk about that a little bit because I think even if you go back 5 or 10 years, Alexis, the conversation of an Alzheimer's diagnosis was just, it was heart-wrenching, and it still is. But because it was just so unpromising, I think it was hard for a lot of people to get behind this hope that research could get you anywhere. It's getting us places now, right?
It is, and hope is a key word. What you take something that was a heartless discussion is now a hopeful discussion through our sponsors and everyone's donations through the walk and all the fundraising. We now have 2 FDA-approved drugs that are out and about, and we have a 3rd in the pipeline. So there is a lot of hope coming for treatment. I know the VA has elected to pay for that treatment, so if there's any veterans out there struggling, you guys can give us a call. Our educator, Amy French, I know a lot of you know her, is wonderful. She's our research champion, and we can definitely get you in with some research and some treatment options and things like that. So,
not to get too into the medical weeds, but perhaps you're well versed on all of it. You mentioned there the 2 different drugs and a 3rd in the pipeline. So is it kind of unclear who will respond well to the drug?
So there are a lot of studies going on out there right now. You can go to alz.org, our website, and check out all of that information. It's a lot, but I do believe we're up to a 40% efficacy on some patients for the pausing of the plaque development in the brain. So it's a huge deal.
It's very exciting, but y'all have done so much as your joined relationship over the years. So I mentioned the Valley residents, which is where it's your memory care
Yes.
unit, and then I mentioned the circle that is impacted when someone has this diagnosis. So y'all do these educational seminars down there on a pretty regular basis, right? To educate the family and support group?
Yeah, Amy French leads some support group programs and educational programs.
Yeah, so we do actually other individuals from the community, if they would like to come in. We started a daycare program at the Valley residence, and there you've got a lot of individuals who are really struggling with how they care for a spouse or a parent, and they can bring them in for several hours a day so they can get a respite and also kind of get to learn how the programming at the Valley and things like support group that Amy does can benefit them.
Let's talk about that fundraising again. Do you have a goal that you're hoping to reach before October 21st?
Our goal last year, we contributed $14,000, or almost. We were just, I think, $80 under that.
We'll count it. We'll round up.
That's what we did. But so this year, our goal is $16,000. we feel confident that we're going to surpass that.
Great.
But that will be a partnership with the Valley as well as Alexian Village on the mountain, and a couple other of our ministries. We all work together to try and raise those funds, some friendly competition. And so we're looking forward to that.
If people want to join in your effort, can they contribute?
Certainly.
How?
If they would like to contact us and would like to be part of that, and we will put a lot of that information out on the mountain as well, and encourage people to be part of that. I did want to mention the walk this year is in a different location, which is really exciting to us.
It is going to be in Coolidge Park this year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's easily accessible.
It's
for
right
so many
there.
people, yeah.
And if you want to get involved in the walk, you can go to alz.org and sign up and start your own team, and that contributes directly to the fundraising.
Well, I wanted to ask you that, and I hated to give Doug more friendly competition, but if people do want to have their own team, they can go through your website to do that.
They sure can.
Okay, so you know how to get in touch with the folks at Alexian Village. They're here all of the time. But here's the Alzheimer's information. alz.org is the website. If you're needing help at the moment and some support, there's an 800 number that you can call any time of the day. 800-272-3900. Do consider, if you're in a position, to give, even if it's $5, because these research dollars are obviously working. That 40% efficacy on these drugs is huge.
Huge.
And if you want to reach out to the folks at Alexian, here is their information up there on the mountain. 886-0100. AscensionLiving.org is their website. The Valley Residence is the one that has the memory care division, but if you call that number, they can connect you if you need it.
And we do have memory support on the mountain as well.
That's right, you do. Thank you both.
Thank you.